is a great thing. It's a great thing for Roosevelt.
Yes.
To have the Democratic Party and the Democratic Club go out and canvass for Barack Obama is really an amazing thing. I'm appreciative of everybody coming out and serving in that capacity.
You got to remember, a lot of people are disenfranchised with government. But they got to understand that this race is not a gimme. If we go backwards and the Republicans get in their candidate of choosing, we will basically lose all the momentum that we have gained over the last 4 years under the Obama administration.
I'm going to eliminate every non-essential, expensive program I can find. That includes Obamacare, and I'm going to work to reform and save.
Are you fired up? Ready to go? All right, let's get on that bus.
There's far too many of you. You know we've got to find a way.
Welcome everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you to Wilton for doing such a great job recruiting for the bus and getting such great speakers to get us kicked off here. I've been on a few of these trips, they're a lot of fun, we get a lot done, and Pennsylvania is going to be the biggest swing state in the election. It used to be that you just needed photo ID when you're voting for the first time, but now you need it every time you vote, and they will turn people away. If you take a look at this page here, you can see what the law was before they passed this voter ID law. Only first-time voters needed ID. Now every voter must provide a valid photo ID every time they vote.
This is an attempt by Republicans to shape the electorate in their own favor and to make it harder for Democratic and progressive-leaning voters to have access to the electoral process at every level. Harder to register to vote, harder to cast a ballot, harder to participate in the political process itself. And so that's the grand scheme of the Republican Party in Texas and elsewhere, passing all these restrictive voting laws since the 2010 election.
If they ask you, can I use a rent receipt, would that be acceptable? They might not have a lease agreement.
Can you show me the page? Forward.
Shouldn't we emphasize using the telephone?
Yeah.
Because if we're in an area, they might not have a computer.
That makes sense, yeah. And you can ask them, do you have internet access? And if so, here's the website. If not, just give them the phone number.
My name is Wilton Robinson Jr., and I am the president of the Democratic Club of Roosevelt. We're here today on July 21st, 2012, to register voters in the PA area, where there has been a lot of disparities and voting rights dismantled because of the change of the voting law here in PA.
I'm here to encourage voters to come out for Obama campaign in November and let the young people know what the voting, how important it is to vote.
Toward your destination, though you may find from time to time complications. Bite your lip and take the trip. Though there may be.
Hello, how are you?
All right.
We're from the Obama campaign.
You strongly with him, or you leaning towards his side, undecided?
I'm undecided right now at the present.
Undecided.
Yes. But my wife and my son would be for him.
Okay, so what makes you undecided? What issues do you have that he might not be covering?
I'm very upset about the economy.
Are you working? Are you working right now?
No, I'm not. I'm out of work. I'm out of work for 2 years. Well, I'm going to have an open ear. Okay. I'll definitely keep an open ear.
Hi.
Chair again, trust me.
Huh?
I'm gonna make sure he's in the chair again.
Very, very good. How you doing, ma'am?
Not too good.
Not too good, huh?
You're breathing kind of bad.
Oh, okay. Are you a registered voter?
They're gonna take me down there.
They're gonna take you down?
Yeah,
We have a young lady here. She has some forms.
You can fill them out
You can fill them out now.
Fill them out now.
Fill them out now. And what is your name?
Do you know what year you registered?
That's back then, 1969 somewhere?
Yeah, about 69.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
How old are you, ma'am?
How old are you?
I'm 82.
82. Wow. A lot of history there.
Yeah, 82.
Go ahead.
So you should be just about to, if I could just ask you to sign right over there.
What's the climate around here with Obama? People registering for him?
Yes. There's a lot of people out voting.
Why did you think they changed the laws?
But they don't want him in office again.
That's what it is.
Simple.
They don't want him in office again. And if people don't get out and vote,
He won't be in office.
he won't be in. And they should see what's going on in Philadelphia now, where they taking the people off of welfare.
Yeah.
They're cutting them off welfare. The only going to be able to get is food stamps and a medical card. And that's a shame.
They want President Barack Obama to be a one-term president. And how else to do that and to dilute the vote?
Jim Greer says of a December 2009 meeting, quote, "I was upset because the political consultants and staff were talking about voter suppression and keeping blacks from voting." He continues, quote, "They talked about not letting blacks vote and minority outreach programs were not fit for the Republican Party."
They have to come out and vote because they
it's very important.
They're just trying to swipe people off the face of the earth.
Yeah. 1 through 9 and then sign.
Oh, you need my ID information too?
You don't have that?
Yeah. Why'd you go get my wallet?
What's your name?
Sam.
What's your name?
Ask him.
Is there any brother about me?
I'm gonna tell your grandmother you were great help.
Sam.
I'm gonna put the date.
Yeah, he's working for Obama.
Right here.
Ask, cause
You
she
have
took
an
the
email?
girls there. She know where to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just put your phone.
Yeah, she'll drop it off.
All right.
So much,
Are you going to be voting for Barack Obama?
He said, "You crazy."
No, I'm just asking.
Since Hardy Williams. All right, I've been voting since Hardy Williams. I'm Democrat. Whole family.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to live.
Because of the new laws here in PA, that's why we all here, because of the new laws that's been voted on and passed by some of the people in your state.
New ID and registration rules are being introduced in 17 states so far, including key battleground states, with more in the pipeline. Proponents say IDs are necessary to prevent voter fraud. So what does this all mean in the lead up to November?
For my situation, my daughter just turned 18 in May, and her father has her birth certificate and pretty much won't give it to me. So for me to get her ID, I have to go about 45 minutes away from my house to go get her another birth certificate. I've got to pay for another birth certificate. Then I got to wait for it to come in the mail. So I can't even go get her ID, because when I went to go get her ID, they told me that I couldn't use a copy of her birth certificate, that I had to have the original. So that may harm more than it may help, because a lot of people might have that same issue.
That's what they're really trying to do. They're trying to deter you from coming to the polls.
Pennsylvania's new voter ID law is not about stopping fraud. Oh, no way. It's about stopping President Obama. Let's listen to the guy give it all away.
We are focused on making sure that we meet our obligations that we've talked about for years. Pro-Second Amendment, the Castle Doctrine's done. First pro-life legislation, abortion facility regulations in 22 years, done. Voter ID, which is going to allow Governor Romney to win the state of Pennsylvania, done.
I thank you so much for giving your time and hoping that you go out there and be a Barack fan and And
have a little sign out.
Yeah, I see that sign.
Well, we had a very nice day with a church function. They had a block party with a lot of churches and singing and gospel. And a lot of young people was there.
Now you can be just like that officer. It can be that quick, you die. That quick. And if you don't have Jesus, you won't be with the Father. Because Jesus is the way to the Father.
The voting situation here where they changed the different laws and things like that.
See, a lot of them believe that their vote don't mean nothing. So they really not going to push to come out to go get the ID they need, like they changed that law, you know, to get that ID that they need. They're not going to push because they don't think their vote mean anything because they see a corrupt government.
Are you saying that this could definitely throw the election?
It could throw the election. The states that have passed restrictive voting laws account for 214 electoral votes, nearly 8% of what is needed. We're talking about very, very significant swing states like Pennsylvania, like Florida, like Wisconsin. These are going to be very close states in November.
How did you feel about the promise of this area to overcome these obstacles?
Well, I felt very good because a lot of the voters that we talked to were pro-Barack Obama, and I think that this area seemed to be pretty well informed. Look at his record. Look at his record, and then look who he's running against. You want someone who makes you feel that they care about your needs, and I think that Barack Obama is the man.